My name's Shaquan, but a lot of people know me by my other name, Mad Skills. I'm an MC.
My name is Mad Skills. Paris, make some noise.
I'm a DJ.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a ghostwriter for some of your favorite rappers. I'm not about to tell you who, though. But most importantly, I'm a hip-hop enthusiast. HipHopConfessions is raw, unfiltered conversations with my friends revealing things that they didn't like, never knew about,
I don't know,
or never got into about hip-hop culture. So sit back.
Oh, come on, y'all.
Turn up the volume.
Hip-hop.
And listen to HipHopConfessions. Because everybody's got one.
Here's a little story that must be told.
And it goes a little something like this.
Hey, yo, what's up, word? It's your boy, Mad Skills. We are back. HipHopConfessions, my podcast where I holler at the homies and industry heads alike, you know what I'm saying, and get them to reveal something hip-hop related that they never told. It could be a story. It could be an unpopular opinion. Anything besides hate, you know what I mean? We don't promote hate. We promote positivity. But I got one of my G's on the line, man, one of my bros from New York. I mean, this cat, man, put out a record that changed the course of hip hop and East Coast hip hop in general, you know what I'm saying? And I always wanted to dig into it and get into some questions about this record, man, and how it came about. And we're gonna get into some other things too, you know what I'm saying? But this is one of my G's holding it down out of East New York. My man Blahzay in the building. What's up, bro?
Yeah, what's good, man? How you, man?
Oh man, I can't complain, man. How you feeling, man? It's good to see you, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you. You looking good, man.
Yeah, you looking healthy out here. You know, you looking like you're 21. You know what I mean?
Yo, I'm over good, man. I'm blessed, man. I'm very excited. You know what I'm saying? You know, New York was kind of crazy. We just came through a rough period, but I'm excited, man. I'm working.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Got a lot of exciting things happening. And you know, I'm ready to go, man.
Yeah, I can dig it, man. Listen.
Word.
You know, so starting off, you know what I'm saying, before we even get into your hip hop confession as a fan, you know what I'm saying, I just got a couple things I want to ask you, you know what I'm saying, and get into about how some things came about in your career. You know what I mean? Like, so you're particularly from East New York, Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Is that correct? Am I saying that right?
You're saying it perfectly. The East.
Right. Now,
Right.
I came up, you know, when I came up, I had a lot of folks, you know what I'm saying, that helped me out early on in my career, DJ Clark Kent, you know what I mean? So I used to go up to his crib and record in the early 90s, 91, you know what I mean, 92, you know what I'm saying? So Clark was a big inspiration to me, but you come from a borough that's known for some real rappers, you know what I'm saying? Like some of the best are from Brooklyn. Of course, Big, you know what I'm saying? Of course, God Bless the Dead, you know what I mean? Big, Hove, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of other folks, like, what are there? What's your contacts in Brooklyn? Do y'all move in the same circles, or was they over there? You was over here? Like, how did Brooklyn roll in those days?
I was real influential in starting Biggie Smalls out. You know, like, we go back to my crib. Like, I had to use my mama van to take him on tour. You know what I'm saying? So my mom's had a Econoline van, you know what I'm saying, back in the day. So I would go pick up Mr. C.
Yeah, shout out Mr. C.
Shout out
the
to Mr.
finisher,
C.
the finisher.
The finisher, you know. So during that whole Biggie evolution, he was managing me too. So he was helping me get my thing going. And so, you know, I was hitting all the streets, all the clubs and all that with Mr. C. You know what I'm saying, at that particular time. So when the big thing came around and Big was trying to get that project, which was Party and Bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we took my mama's van and family van and drove that shit around South and just did tours. And you know, I'm doing big ad libs, you know what I'm saying? And we just starting it off, man. We making a go at it, man.
Yeah, man. Those days was, you know, back in that time, it was a lot of promo runs, going to college radio, regular radio, you know what I'm saying, running up in record stores, taking pictures with the fans. You know, it's totally different of how, you know, kids promote music now, you know what I'm saying? Everything they do, everything through the phones, but we had to hit the ground running.
That's what I call that era, like the foundation. Because a lot of people just step to me and be like, yo, you started this hip hop. And I'm like, I'm thinking about Curtis Blow and Melly Mel and the original founders of hip hop.
Right, Herc and everybody.
But what the kids was saying, what I had to get later was they saying not the rap music or hip hop, but the structure of the music business for like urban community. You know what I'm saying? That's what the 90s represented. We was the foundation to all that, which was like, I didn't go to management school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We was winging it.
Hands on.
Hands on. We was winging it with Biggie Smalls. You know what I'm saying? All the artists that came out from the Wu-Tang, you know what I'm saying? I was a part of that movement. Master Killer lived right next door to me in East New York. You know what I'm saying? And True Master, one of the Wu-Tang producers, is like one of my best boys. You know, we grew up together. Right. So we all was winging it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was winging it. We never had no education with the music business, nothing like that.
Right.
That's what they mean by foundation. We was the foundation of hip hop. You know what I mean? So I got that now. You know, I understand it.
Right. It's like the kids, they have a different, they might have a different slang or a different word for it, but once they break it down to you, us being OGs now, we like, oh, you talking about da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, right. Makes sense. The industry, man. The industry, it was a crazy industry back then. It was like a lot of the things that we see flourishing now, that's where it was started.
Right.
It was started in them 90s era. So, I get it. I understand it. So, I'm a founder. Hey, I'm a founder.
Yeah. Listen, we take that. Yeah, we take that. You know what I'm saying? You got history under your belt, man. So, so being from Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, can you tell me, because like I said, back in the day when I used to come up there, I would go to Clark Kent's crib. You know what I'm saying? I've been through Flatbush, a couple of different areas. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Clark Kent, man. Word, man.
Yeah, the OG. What is the difference between Brooklyn then and Brooklyn now? You know what I'm saying? As a city and as a hotbed for hip hop. What's the differences? Because I know now it's the drill music with the kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the differences?
Back then, we was setting the cornerstone. The cornerstone was set back then. You know what I mean? It was like how you said, we had to get out there and in so many different ways, man. So many different thoughts come through my mind. It was just we had to get out there and do the street work, get on the street. Now they use the internet. You know what I'm saying? But we was on the street doing the work. And a lot of that also, that's the promotion wise, but a lot of that business dealing that we had with the record companies. You know what I'm saying? We was the cornerstone to, I say we was the cornerstone to the South being as big as the South is. Right. You know what I'm saying? We was, and it's not like, it's not a good thing, but we was that era that went up to the labels and shut the labels down. You know what I'm saying? Which made the labels turn a corner. We put 100 dudes on the train and we go to the labels and the labels will be like, yo, nobody can come in no more. You remember that era when you could just walk up to the record company?
Right, yeah.
And you could just be like, yo, what's up? My record's on the radio. I'm in the building. What's up?
Right. What's popping?
We shut that down because we was able to get 100 dudes on the train and go up to the label and the label was like, yo, none of that no more.
Yeah, it's too much.
It's too much. So that whole energy is the cornerstone to what the labels was like, we're not going to deal with it. We're going to deal with the South. We're going to fly A&Rs out. We're going to go to Atlanta. We're going to go to Houston. And we're going to deal with artists through the mail and all that. I mean, that's what Brooklyn was. That's what Brooklyn was about. That's why you see, if you look at the early T.I.s, they wearing Brooklyn clothes. T.I. they'll have a Tim's on in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? They'll have a fur coat and it's like 100 degrees because the record companies wanted them to look like Brooklyn.
Right. Nah, that's dope, man. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Word, yeah.
Those days were definitely, everything that was New York, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all, like that's the birthplace of hip hop. So it was
so that's that's the difference.
All of the styles was going to trickle down. The one thing that New York always is going to have in their chamber is that's the Mecca. You know what I'm saying? That's where it started.
Right. But that's what I think Brooklyn was key in. Brooklyn was key in doing that, making that conversion. If it was right or wrong, you know what I'm saying? That's who the judge. But we made the conversion where record companies start to make alternative moves.
Right.
And that's the difference from that. Brooklyn was more like from a creative aspect. We was into creativity. You know, that's the whole thing. Like I would walk up in a record. You have artists walk up in a record company, sign a deal, and don't even know what they did. Then after they have a little discrepancy, they got 100 dudes on the train.
Mm-hmm. It's like, nah, nigga, I ain't checking no paperwork. I'm bringing my fam up there.
Exactly.
Like,
it's like, what is that? I signed that. That was me. And it's like, yeah, we're gonna straighten this out. So, so that kind of energy, it kept it live though. It kept the music live. You know, I think that energy kept it dope, man. And that's the creative space we was in, which is different from today. Today, people are living on that energy. They're living on that what was already created.
Right, no doubt. And you, and somehow, you know, I know that I'm not sure the connection, but I knew it definitely was a connection also with another Brooklyn group that was big in that era and still, you know, still made some legendary music to this day. You linked up with the Gangstar Foundation, Premier and Guru. You know what I'm saying? Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, that was crazy.
R.I.P. Guru for sure. God bless
rest in peace, Guru. Me and Guru, we was all tight. We used to go to Gangstar's crib. You know, they used to have a crib on Washington Avenue. First when they came into New York, they came into East New York. Mm-hmm. So I guess they was kind of find what's the energy of Brooklyn, what's the energy of New York. So they came right into my hood and started messing with Little Dap, Gus Mo, and all that. And that's who really first introduced me to Guru and Premier. You know what I'm saying? Then they started working with Jeru. We was, Jeru was my man. You know what I'm saying? Me and Jeru was like doing that whole wilding out together, like running around the stores, grabbing 40s out of stores, digging people's pockets, giving them the rabbit ears. Like that was me and Ru, you know what I'm saying? And with people from East New York. But we lived that whole era. And which is a crazy story. And I was thinking about that. It's like we used to go, my first recording was in the studio called 1212. 1212 Studios. It's like a big studio. And a lot of artists used to record it. I don't know if you heard of Paul C.
Yeah.
Paul C was recording there. So when I first walked into the studio for my first time, I ran into Paul C. And he took me under his wing.
Right. White boy. He did a whole bunch of Super Lover C.
Right.
Taught Large Professor.
Yeah.
Now he was nasty with them beats.
Right.
Ultramagnetic, all that shit.
Exactly. So at that time, my name was just Out Loud. They used to call me Out Loud.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So that was my first recording. So we used to group up, go to 1212 Studios, you know what I'm saying? Bug out, wild out, you know, stealing. We actually stole, I think it was Father emcee first reel before he even created his demo. That's a confession.
Right, hell
you know what I'm saying? Father emcee, and then he couldn't find his reel because dudes that I was with was trying to look for a place to record. They went to the studio for the first time, like, Dad, we need a reel-to-reel. There's a bunch of reel-to-reel sitting here. Let me grab that.
Out of here.
They grabbed his reel. They took his reel.
That's crazy.
He had to do his whole album. He had a whole album on the reel.
Wow, you got to do all that shit over.
He had to do it over, but that's when he came up with the hits. So, you know, shout out to, you know what I'm saying, Father emcee. He probably gonna hear this for the first time and like, oh, that's
be like, oh, that's what happened.
That's what happened. But
wow.
I kind of like, I brought the reel back to the studio, but it was too late. You know what I'm saying? And,
right.
When I found out what happened. But that's how it was. So we was just a group running in East New York. That's how when Guru and Premier came to Brooklyn, they got with us. So we kind of created that big entourage that group home, that Gangstar had back in the days. That we
shout
would be
Big
like
Suge, everybody.
Right, we would be like 100 deep.
Headquarters, rest in peace, headquarters.
Yo, crazy.
Yeah.
All assembled, we 100 deep going to Gangstar shows. You know what I'm saying? Wilding out, you know, looking for what it is.
Right.
We wilding. We ain't that wilding era. We wilding. So that's what kind of created that whole strong sound and gave Gangstar that backdrop that they needed. You know what I mean?
Right.
Gave them that.
And it came
fear.
off in the music. It came off in
the music, and it was like, it was real. It was real. So, you know, those became my brothers, man. You know, Premier and rest in peace, Guru, man. You know, great time.
That's dope, man. Like,
Word.
I knew something. I knew, a little bit about that connection, but never knew the ins and outs of it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
man.
for all of those groups out of Brooklyn, like I said, when I think about it, all of the Brooklyn MCs, you know what I'm saying? Of course, the big ones come to mind, the Canes, the Biggies, the Hoes, you know what I'm saying? But
Right.
I also was a big fan of, you know what I'm saying, people like the Boot Camp Clique, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Foxy, you know what I mean? Like
Right. Yeah.
MOP, you know what I'm saying? Them
Yeah, that's
underground
my
acts
peoples. Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
making noise. So when your record came, when the East is in the House came, I remember hearing it. I think it was on college radio. I think my homie played it.
Mm.
First time I heard it, because y'all had such a recognizable sample in the
Right.
record. You know what I'm saying? Like, as soon as the record come on, y'all got the Jeru sample, when the East is in the House, and then you got the Q-Tip shit. Oh my God. I already knew from
It was
running
fire
with
coming.
Q-Tip, yeah, I already knew. I was like, oh, like this record. So the first thing we thought was like, oh shit, this premiere. It just sound like, premiere. Then you look at the label, you read the credits, you know what I'm saying? It's found out it's by you and EF Cutting. So
PF, yeah,
PF Cutting.
Shout out to PF Cutting. That was it was crazy, that to capture that sound, man. And thanks that I was able to combo with PF Cutting, you know what I'm saying, and really capture the sound of the era, man, and really capture what East New York. PF Cutting lived like around the corner from me, you know what I'm saying, at the
Right.
time. And we was working. We was trying to come up with different names. We had so many different names and stuff like that going on.
Mhm.
So it was exciting times, man. When we first landed the deal, that's when it was like I was like, yo, Blahzay. But it was like, we didn't really know that. I didn't really have it all together on what Blahzay mean. It was just like, we here, we got a deal, money's on the table. All right, we Blahzay, let's go.
And who was y'all signed with? Well, I forgot who put y'all. Was it Mercury? Mercury. Yeah.
Mercury, yeah. We signed with Mercury, and that's what it was. Shout out to Bruce Carbone and all of them.
Yeah, I know B. Yeah.
Yeah. They out there doing their thing. Kenyatta Bell was like actually the A&R that inked the deal, and then threw it to Bruce Carbone when it got big.
Right. So when you made it, you know what I mean? When y'all made it and you got, you hand it back in the studio, you know what I'm saying? Do you feel like you got something? Or, did y'all know from jump, or did you just watch it turn into what it turned into?
We knew from jump that is a hit, but we didn't know what a real hit was.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We didn't know that it would extend out to the NBA. We didn't know that it would extend out to college basketball and professional sports and all that. I didn't know that it would do that. I didn't know that Berlin was like, they had a wall, which was like East Berlin, that separated East Berlin. I didn't know that it would become political and they would go out there and, we would be able to do shows out there, and they all got my music.
Yeah. When the East is in the House. Yeah.
Right. They all got it. So to go out there and see that it got political on that level.
You never think like that when you write
the record. You never think like that. Never think like that, man.
Yeah.
And it's like, I really think that's like a message to the youth that's doing music, man. You can't put yourself in a box, throw the box away, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's good advice, man. Definitely. I like I said, I always loved that record. We would always throw that beat on in the cypher. You know what I'm saying? When it was time at the college radio, we was up there and my man would play records, but at the end, he would kind of let us freestyle, and just as long as we ain't curse or whatever, he would let us get our bars off. We always asked for that joint, you know what I'm saying?
That's what's up, man.
It was such a good song, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to VA, man. I always thought VA and Brooklyn always had a special combination, though.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Word up. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, especially in that time.
Because y'all came down here a lot, did shows, you know what I'm saying? Because we had so many colleges down here. You know what I'm saying? It was HBCUs everywhere. So, them spring jams and summer fest and all that shit. Like, cats was down here heavy, you know what I'm saying?
Heavy, man.
Kings Dominion, College Day, all that shit, man.
Yeah, I remember catching you at a show, too. I remember when you was at a show. You was in You was up, man. We was vibing, man. You was vibing. We didn't meet that day though.
Right.
But I seen you at the show. You was with your man. You was right in the front.
Mm-hmm.
You was with your man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't never get a chance to link, but I acknowledged you though.
Oh man, that's love, man.
Word, I acknowledge that moment. Yeah.
Dope, man. So listen, man, I got you here. You know what I'm saying? This is Hip Hop Confessions. You know what I mean? So we got to get into it. I need to know, Blahzay, what is your hip hop confession?
Yo, it's so much, man. It's, yo, one thing come to mind that I kind of felt bad about that is really starting to surface now was one time with Master Ace.
Oh, shout Master Ace, INC.
Shout out to Master Ace. Yeah, so with Master Ace, he had a problem with Cold Chillin' Records, you know what I'm saying, when his shit was popping off. And he wanted, his discrepancy was his contract. So he needed to renegotiate.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, me and Ace was together like every day too, with me, with DJ Mr. C. He came, he got his Brooklyn crew. We went up to Cold Chillin' Records and locked it down.
Oh, shit.
Locked Cold Chillin' Records down. And it was so crazy at Cold Chillin' Records because at the time they had like an old white lady that was at the front desk.
It was in Manhattan. The office was in the city, right?
Right, it was in the city. So they got this old, where's the beat, white lady at the front desk.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And here y'all come.
And we coming through, you know what I'm saying? Straight business. We ain't playing. You know what I'm saying? And we had to move her to the side and get to the people we need to speak to. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them not here with us, you know, rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? But we had to go and say like, yo, Ace need this meeting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You need to take care of my man.
We had to make sure nobody moved. We had to make sure nobody moved. You know what I'm saying? Nobody called the police. You know what I'm saying? Stabilize the situation. And get Ace in the meeting.
And this after his first album. So he trying to renegotiate his
right.
He
trying to read this. You know, so many people, heavy hitters was on Cold Chillin'.
Yes, Kane,
so, yeah,
Craig G. Like
rap,
so I still have Master Ace's first album. Take a look around. That's the shit that had me in the biz. And a lot of people don't know. This is a killer record. I still listen to this shit. After Ace rapped on the symphony, of course, the symphony that we know with everybody, Ace rapped on it again by himself. And the record is called 4-3. And it's just Ace over the symphony beat, bodying that shit. That's such a killer record. So in between that, y'all, he got to renegotiate, and y'all up at the label.
He got a situation going on, man. I don't even know exactly the details of the contract. You know what I'm saying? Ace didn't even disclose that, but he just needed a meeting, and he needed his peoples to hold him down. So we went up there, locked the whole office down.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Got the where's the beef to the lady sitting off in the corner somewhere, the receptionist.
Right. Scared as shit, probably.
Scared as shit. And we got Ace in the room with his execs. Lenny, I can't remember exactly what his name was, but him and Fly Tie.
Yeah, Fly Tie, Cold Chillin' for sure.
Able to renegotiate the situation, you know what I'm saying? And they got in the room. Yo, and they was able to hammer the shit out. They was able to like, yo, we here at the bottom. This is a crazy situation. Right. Let's talk.
Let's get this right for my man.
Let's get this right. So everything was cool. You know what I'm saying? They talked and was like, cool. Then as we said, all right, they're going to renegotiate and they're going to come to this agreement. As they walked out, one of my mans had left a bullet with a name on it.
Yo.
And he placed it on the desk like a cup of coffee.
Yo.
That's
that real rah-rah shit.
Yeah, he placed it on the desk like a cup of coffee. So that kind of became over-threatening. And that's what kind of maybe, you know, left this concerns afterwards.
Right.
But we was able to straighten it out and everything was cool. Ace was able to renegotiate his contract. And the rest is history, you know, him having an amazing career, man.
Yeah, man.
Word.
Shout Master Ace, man, the whole INC. I'm probably one of my, you know, I love it was a rapper that used to run with Ace. He ended up being a producer too, but he made some dope ass records. They used to play him on Stretch and Barbito all the time. Lord Digga.
That's my dude.
Yeah. I was a heavy Lord Digga fan.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
He was
That's what I'm saying. Me and Lord Digga come to find out that we family.
Oh wow, say word.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we come to find out that we family, and we couldn't put it together back then, but as we kicked it, that's what we found out. You know what I'm saying? And that was mind-boggling. That was crazy.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
nah,
saying?
I fuck with Lord Digga heavy, man. Like, he
Yeah.
always had the lines, he always had his cadence was always in the pocket, you know what I'm saying? They had a record, I
Yeah.
think Saturday Night Live
Right.
on Slaughterhouse album, Master Ace's album, before he did the West Coast shit with the knowledge
Yo,
me I need.
and that's my mission right now. What I've been really in having time with, I've been talking to Lord Digga, trying to get them to like get it back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Because
Listen.
they from high school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like they got a deep relationship that goes way back. But they got this problem that they're not able to get over. So I was always trying to get Lord Digga to see the situation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I remember that crew, man. He had put together an ill-ass crew with him, Digga, Lachey. You know what I'm saying? There was another rapper, I can't remember his name right off top. The one more rapper that was in the crew, man, and they was all over that album, but them niggas was nice. Like them niggas was nice. Lord Digga was always one of my faves.
Bro, that's crazy, man. And
I would love to see that. Nigga, tell them niggas if they get back, nigga, I'll be the first nigga at the show. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Nah,
I love them dudes.
That's the era, man. I remember that so much, man. Just bringing back all kinds of thoughts. And even like, do you remember Ace Dancers?
Yes, what was they called? They had a name. I can't remember the name. The Chosen Few was Cool G Rap's dancers.
Right.
The TCF dancers. Damn, what was Ace's dancer's name? I forgot.
You gotta remember his dancers, man. Come on, man.
I forgot their names, man. I remember Kane had Scoop and Scrap.
Right.
Cool G Rap had the Chosen
He had
Few.
2 light-skinned guys, you know what I'm saying? Little chubby.
Yeah, damn. They used to wear the vest all the time when Ace used to rock the vest. With the Applejack hats. I could see it I could see it like yesterday.
You see them. But
what was their names?
Come on, man. You got it, bro. You got it.
I don't, bro. I'm drawing blank, man. And I seen them hella times because they used to come down here heavy in Virginia.
Right. Nah, I know Glaze was one of them.
Okay.
Glaze, I forgot their name, but I stayed in contact with Glaze, and I've been like doing a lot of shows and a lot of things with Glaze.
Right. Oh, so you do shows too, like you like bookings and shit like that?
Oh, nah, niggas, hella shows.
Dope. Okay.
No, I mean I don't book shows.
Oh, okay.
I mean I perform at shows,
right?
And giving people that classic East New York vibe. You know what I mean? That's what it is.
Right.
But I've been working with Glaze like that because Glaze started. So the dancers, he became an MC.
Okay.
He started rapping. So he got another artist that he's bringing out, and we've been performing. But based on our relationship we have from back in the day.
Right. Okay. Dope.
You know,
it's always dope to see cats, you know what I'm saying, evolve and keep it pushing and keep it moving forward and expand their ideas. Like you said, man, like don't always stick in the box. You know what I'm saying?
Throw the box away.
Yeah,
throw
fuck
the whole
that
box away.
Yeah.
Fuck that box, man. Nah, I'm with that.
Because they will keep you in that motherfucker as long as they can, if they can.
Actually, too, I won't say I haven't been booking. I do my own booking sometimes too. Like I booked this whole South American tour, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That I do. A lot of times I book shows for Europe and whatever. But that's what the industry has evolved into, you know what I'm saying, too, is like the whole independent movement, which is dope.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just came off a nice South American tour with Al Scratch, you know, from Ill and Al Scratch.
Yeah, no, I know Al, yeah.
Shout out to Al Scratch, yeah. And we've been doing stuff like that, man. Just really linking up with that group, man. I want to link with you because we can capsulize that era and that vibe and really give it to a show.
Right. And give cats what they want. It's crazy because I remember being overseas and I ran into Jeru overseas and found out he over there now. Like he live over there. And I was like, damn, like my man was like, yeah, that, you know, Jeru the Damager, like he live out here. He do all of the hip hop concerts that come through here. And I was like, then he's like, yo, he probably got a hand in y'all shit, but we didn't know per se. So then he came to the show, and I'm like, we it's me and Jazzy Jeff, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we talking or whatever. And Jeru was like, yeah, nah, I'm part of that company. Like that. I was like, damn, that's crazy. Like Jeru out here killing them with. He was like, yo, I got so and so next week. I got a tour lined up with da in like 2 months. Like, yeah, I've been out here, you know what I'm saying, getting money. Like
Jay out there dropping that knowledge, knocking down everything.
Yeah, nah, it was crazy. It was just good to see him. You know, you ever be somewhere you just don't even expect to see somebody.
Right.
You like, yo, it was Lord Jazz that was the same way. I was in Paris and ran into Lord Jazz from Lords of the Underground.
Right.
And I'm like, he like, yeah, you know, I'm out here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, boy, I'm like, damn, it's crazy. Like, it was just so dope. It's so dope to go other places and see people, you know what I'm saying, from back home, and they doing well, they doing their things, and they realize that how big the world is. You know what I'm saying?
I got a chance. When I went out there, me and Jeru did a tour out there. And I got a chance. He took me to his crib and just showed me how his elevation was, like how much he evolved. Man, I really appreciated that. Just walking through the city. The new Berlin. It's the new Berlin now. Because, you know, if going to Berlin from back in the days is different than the Berlin now. Berlin now is the hot spot of Germany.
Right.
So, you know, and he had his pad up in Berlin, and just to go through that and you know, from a childhood friend to see that's what he evolved into, you know, that he got his crib up in Berlin and he's connected to all the hip hop out in Berlin. That was amazing, man.
Yeah, nah, he like a hip hop god out there, man. They love him, man.
Word.
As they should, you know what I'm saying?
As they should.
He did a lot of good things, man. And also,
Word.
so tell me you got a beer that you releasing. Tell me about that. Let's get into that.
Yo.
You making you making alcohol now.
Alcohol. Yo, this alcohol. So what I did was I captured something called that we used to play around with back in East New York called when we get intoxicated, get drunk, fucked up. We used to say we're going backwards. So I took that concept of drinking, that feeling that we had going backwards, and I made an alcohol, a brew called Backwards.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? So kind of just giving people a new way of looking at things, you know what I'm saying? So we got this can that even when you look at the can, you got to put it in a reflection in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? To read it backwards.
Because everything is backwards. Gotcha.
It's backwards. So it's like, it's this Brooklyn brewery that we messing with. We're going to launch this beer. Then from there, we're going to get that popping. And then we're going to get into the liquor. You know, we got into the liquor. And it's just good to have some people that's ready to support my vision.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, yo, we believe in your vision. We understand the historic moment that you have in hip hop, and we want to take that and we want to expand it. And you know, I've been working with the people that's been really supportive, man.
That's dope, man. When can we expect it, man? Well, how you looking
at
your timeline?
The launch party is this. You know, I don't know when you're going to show the video, but it's going to be the 24th of February. It's going to be the launch.
Okay, dope.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely come through, man. Come through.
Yeah.
We're gonna rock. We got we're gonna have like an event. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have some hip hop in the building. I'm gonna have some artists that I'm working with. Maybe Al Scratch can come through. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I can get my man Dreads from Black Sheep. Hopefully.
Yeah. Shout
you know what I'm saying? Because that was the whole era coming out of Mercury. It was Al Scratch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was Dreads from Black Sheep. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was so crazy though, son, was back then we couldn't really catch a vibe.
Right.
Because Mercury was about separating us. And not having a share. Like when I was the last one to come on the scene, they was looking at me like, oh, look at this new nigga trying to do it, trying to take my spot.
Right.
You know
They was trying to pitch y'all against each other.
Right, trying to put us against each other. So it's amazing that we was able to develop a relationship through the years.
And L and Al Scratch, they both from Brooklyn, right?
Right. Well, L is from Brooklyn. Al is from Brooklyn, Harlem, but he mostly spent a lot of time like uptown.
Right.
So it was
I
like
love them records, man. With my homies, it was fucking amazing,
crazy,
bro. I love that. Dad looked up and down, said, I'll take her,
I'll
all
take
that shit.
that.
Woo, them records is
Yeah,
crazy.
woo, right. Yo,
And they used to have the Punisher leathers, the leathers with the Punisher logo on them and shit.
facts.
Yeah.
Yo, it's so ill to see, like when we went on tour, how people was responding to them records, man.
Mm-hmm.
I remember just like with Al, I had to tell him like, yo, man, because he was just trying to get into his new shit, you know, the new Al Scratch and his new music.
Because Al could sing, he could sing and rap. He a double threat. Like he got a couple things. I know he was doing beats and he could sing and rap. I'm like, yo, son,
he DJ.
Oh wow, he crazy with it.
Crazy with it. And I just remember at the show, I was like, yo, Al, they love you already. Just do you.
Right,
just get back into that grunge. They love you, man. The conversations we had was ill, but we got it to the point where it was like the shows was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, shout out to them. But hopefully I can get them and get more artists to be a part of it, the celebration of the new Brew, which is the Backwards Brew. You know what I'm saying? Coming out on the 24th. We celebrating the old times, but we making it new.
That's dope,
and,
man.
We wanna hit the 5 boroughs. And then we want to bring it out to VA, man. We want to bring it out to VA and keep it moving.
Yeah, listen. How I can help, bro. You know what I'm saying? I know a couple people out here, you know, this a big, you know, Richmond, VA is a big beer town. So any help I could do. They got breweries all over here. A lot of cats making their own shit.
Let's do it, man. Let's set an event, man. Let's do it, man. And let's celebrate each other, man. That's what it's really about, man. Let's really celebrate each other. We got a part of American history that can be told over and over and over, man. Let's do it. Yo, I'm with it, man.
My G, man. Listen, I appreciate you pulling up, man. Like I said, I've been wanting to get you on here for a moment, man, and just being able to chop it up with you. You know what I'm saying? And have your story. This is so crazy. Like the confession, man, is fucking Blahzay and 100 niggas ran up in cold chilling to get Master Ace right.
But son, not only that, but understanding how that was an important part to changing the game.
Right.
Because that's the reason why record companies shut their doors. And you couldn't come up to the record company, you got to make an appointment.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you was a hot dude on the street, you walk up into a record company, get a deal.
Easy.
Or if that is your label, you can go to the record company like, yo, I'm here, I'm coming through, what's up?
Right, coming up,
and you be in the office, you meet other people, you know what I'm saying? In the
make
office,
those connects, network,
make those connects,
plugs.
They shut it down. They was like, no more. You need like a week appointment.
We need like a reservation at a restaurant.
So they was like, we ain't dealing with New York no more. So they put us on punishment for like 20 years.
That's crazy.
Yo, our sound been on punishment for like 20 years. And I think I feel good that it's a time now it's coming back around and it's like magically happening right now where people want to hear that New York, you know what I'm saying, VA even, you know, street.
That
sound.
real
VA
shit.
New York had that real shit.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's coming around because, and I feel that was, the catalyst to that was what happened. We got put on punishment because we was running up in them labels 100 deep right off the train.
Yeah, that's crazy. Put the where's the beef lady in the corner.
With the where's the beef lady.
Yo, I just see that little short white lady with that hair. She's probably like, yo, what the fuck is going on?
You know what I'm saying? I'm not supposed to be here.
Shit.
And the thing about it is too, man, you know, that label was really owned by Italians at the time. Like they was Italians on the low. So we didn't even know how, you know, crazy of a situation.
That could have been somebody's mom or some shit. Some Italian mobster's mom at the desk or some shit.
John
that shit could have got crazy. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Sammy the Bull's fucking sister.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, so, you know.
That's crazy, man.
Well, yo, so we here for a reason. We blessed. And you know what I'm saying? And I'm excited.
Big facts, man. And I'm happy for you, man. So listen, before we
get
out of here, man, tell the people your socials, man, and where they can get at you and all of that, man.
Yo, check me at on Instagram, Blahzay, and my first name is Martel, Blahzay Martel. And you can basically use that 1-2 combination to find me everywhere, man. On Twitter, on Facebook, on everything, man. BLAHZAYMARTELL. You know what I mean? But really, catch me at a show, man. I'm here, man. I'm trying to pull up to your town, man. I'm really trying to pull up, man. It'll be small, but I'm there, man. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be at them small events and loving it.
Those the ones, man.
Word.
Those the ones. So listen, man, y'all already know what it is, man. I appreciate my man Blahzay pulling up. Y'all make sure y'all follow him on everything at Blahzay Martel. Make sure you check out the beer. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be dropping. It's already dropping by the time y'all hear this. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you look out for it. It's called Backwards. You know what I mean? The beer that you got to hold up in the reflection to read it right. I like that. The shit. We
not
get lit. We going backwards.
Not the backwoods.
Yeah, not backwoods, like walking backwards. I like that shit. So listen, man. We up out of here, man. This is your boy Mad Skills. Y'all already know what it is. We rocking on HipHopConfessions because everybody got one. Peace.
Yeah.
Here's a little story that must be told.
And it goes a little something like this.